1A. Grammar, reported speech, statements. Now this topic has been discussed before, but please continue watching as today we have more things to learn, more things to add. I'll take you to the park tomorrow. I'll take you to the park tomorrow. I'm very tired today. Please stop crying. I am very tired today. Now the same girl later is telling us what her father told her. I'll take you to the park tomorrow. My father told me. I'm very tired today. My father said. Now this is what we call direct speech. Do you see these marks? We call them quotation marks. Between quotation marks, we repeat the exact words someone used. These are the exact same words from above. I'll take you to the park tomorrow. Now, direct speech is not what we want. We want reported speech. My father told me that he would take me to the park the next day. My father told me that he would take me to the park the next day. Now, the meaning of this and this are exactly the same meaning, but in here, we are not repeating the same words. We are not using quotation marks. We changed few things. This is what we call reported speech. Now, I will color the words that we have changed. In reported speech, we start with my father told me, and then we put that. Now, that is not very important. You can use it if you like. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. You can say, my father told me he would take me to the park. That is correct. Now, I and you are pronouns. Pronouns change in reported speech according to the meaning. If you say, my father told me that I would take you to the park, the meaning will not be correct. We change pronouns and possessive adjectives. My, his, your, all pronouns and possessive adjectives change according to the meaning, so the meaning can be correct. That he, and we've changed will to would. Look here. On the left we have direct speech, on the right reported speech. If you have will, you change it to would. If you have can, you change it to could. If you have present, a verb in the present, you change it to a verb in the past. Now, take is a verb in the present. Why haven't we changed it to a verb in the past? Because it comes after a modal verb. You know modal verbs: can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, must, and might. The verbs that come after these modal verbs do not change always. You don't say, I will took, I would took. No. Always present after can and could. I repeat one more time. Can and could, shall and should, will and would, may, must, and might. The verbs that come after these modal verbs do not change. Now, we've changed you to me. He would take me to the park, not tomorrow. We use the next day or the following day. You can say, he would take me to the park the following day. Okay? Now, how do we report this? I will color the words that we will change. In reported speech, we say, my father told me that he was very tired that day. Or you can use say. Told is correct, said is correct. He also said that, again, that is not very important. He Was, am is a verb in the present. Was is the past of am. He was very tired. Very tired is an adjective. We don't change adjectives. Today, that day. Now, is there a difference between told and said? There is a small difference. Told is always followed by a noun or a pronoun. You can't say, my father told that he would. No, you need, my father told Sarah. My father told my sister. My father told me. Said do not require that. He also said that. You don't need to put a person here. Now, what if the reporting verb is in the present? If you notice, told, said are in the past. Father told me, father said. What if it's in the present? If it's in the present, you don't make changes. If you say my father says, then it's easy. You just copy everything, just like in direct speech. Except for pronouns and possessive adjectives. These will still change. He, me. But don't look here. You will not make any changes from here. Okay? Now, look here. The park closes at night. In direct speech, we say, the park closes at night. My father said. How do we report this? Do we say, the park closed at night? Isn't this what we do? No, we will not do this. Why not? This is a general truth. The meaning will not be correct, because actually this is a truth that the park closes every night. The sun rises from the east. You need to water plants. You need to water trees and flowers. General truth do not change. He said in the past that the park closes. Keep using the verb as it is. You don't make any changes. Okay? Now, one last thing. If you stop crying, I'll take you to the park tomorrow. This is a conditional sentence. If, we have if. Well, this should be easy because we will follow the same rules as before. If you stop crying, I'll take you to the park tomorrow, my father said. Conditional sentences type 1 change to type 2 sentences. Well, even if you can't remember this, or if you don't know what type 2 conditional sentences are, you just keep following the same procedures here. You becomes I. If I stopped, verb from present to past. Crying, he would take me to the park the next day. So even if you don't remember type 2 and type 1 sentences, don't worry, you just keep following the same procedure as before. And one last thing. What do we do if the father used past perfect would or could in the original sentence? Like if he said, I had taken you, past perfect. I had taken you to the park yesterday before dinner. Then how do we report this? How do we change past perfect? Then we don't change it. We just keep using it. If the father used would, could, or might, if the father used anything from here, we don't make changes. And now we are ready for practice. Rewrite the following sentences using reported speech. I am thinking of taking a foreign language course. Foreign language is a language that is not your own, not your mother tongue, not your first language. Brad said to Tom. Now, how do we report that? Brad told Tom that he was thinking of taking a foreign language course. This doesn't change. We need to change he, pronoun, and am, was, and the rest remain the same. I don't know what time Jack will arrive. Adam told me. Adam told me that he didn't know what time Jack, well, use would arrive. I'm going to buy a holiday home in Spain. Philip said to me. Philip told me that he was going to buy a holiday home in Spain. It may rain at the weekend, Paul said. He said that to whom we don't know, so we will just report the sentence without mentioning anybody. Paul said that it might rain at the weekend. I have bought a new car for the race. A race is when we try to find out who's the fastest. Peter said to me. Peter told me that he had bought a new car. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please share it with friends. I will see you again next time, inshallah. Goodbye.